All right, here's the disclaimer. I've tried to make this video for like over 2 years now, and like we finally finished it. So like some of the recording started like, I don't even know, like a few, maybe I don't even know how long after my first competition, but like right now it's almost 3 years away from my first competition. So each recording is probably like from a few months after the last. So let me know if y'all like it.
Hey, so I thought this would be a fun video, do a little revisit of my very first competition, do a little recap and insight. At this point, I had been training about a month and a half and had only put on the gi probably 2 or 3 times. So I really didn't know what the hell I was doing. Yeah, I didn't really know jiu-jitsu competitions were a thing until I saw a YouTube video like a couple weeks out. And then about a week out from this tournament, I asked my new instructor because I just moved states and obviously moved gyms. And he was like, yeah, I think a few people are going to one next week. I was like, bet, bro. So immediately signed up, and this is what resulted. I had originally vlogged this all, but then ended up getting taken down, and I already deleted it. And I tried about everything I could do to get it back, but I couldn't. So we're going to make a new fun video with 3-stripe white belt knowledge dropping here. So let's get right into it. So here's my little prep video from the night before. I had my checklist, notebook, brand new white belt, my singular gi and some snacks with my tripod, 2 peanut butter sandwiches, and then some omegas and a multivitamin with my B12.
Made weight easy, about to hydrate, and then I just ate a peanut butter sandwich and a banana. Let's get it.
As you can see, it's a pretty packed house. Shout out to my camera guy. He spent his day off driving me and recording me all day. That is why he deserves to be in the thumbnail with me. But for real, it was really nice not have to try to find the venue and setting up a tripod and everything. So I really appreciate that, bro. So here's my first match. Didn't really know what I was doing. My instructor said grip up, and I was like, I don't know what to grip in the gi. So I was just grabbing. Pretty much the only things I knew at this time for takedowns was a high crotch, and then I would try to go inside trip or just try to lift them with the high crotch. And then I would just do an ugly double leg. So I ended up trying to go for the high crotch here and go inside trip. Then I just pick it right up, drop down into his full guard. Then after I established position, he recenters us, which I did not know was really a thing. I was kind of confused. I wasn't super aggressive trying to pass guard, and he wasn't super aggressive from the bottom, so we kind of stalled out for a little bit, but eventually he opened up a little bit. I tried to do like a little ugly baseball slide pass, got too aggressive, couldn't establish position. He ends up kind of taking me down. Then I tried to take the back, but I'm obviously too high, and I slide off. And then we kind of just scramble a little bit, and I ended up winning on points after that. Yeah, it wasn't super impressive match. It was pretty much your white belt win by a few points. This was my second match. I ended up getting smashed in this one pretty bad. I tried this super ill-advised inside trip with no setup, no anything, and I immediately paid for it. So we get recentered, and it took him about 15 total seconds to move into full mount. I don't know what the hell I was doing, but you know, as a local spaz, I have to start spazzing around, go into turtle position like the wannabe wrestler I am to stand up. He definitely should have my back. But, you know, the spaz always prevails. End up on top. My instructional drops next week. So he sweeps me. And I thought since it was a scramble, we'd just go back into the center and wrestle. But no, it continues throughout the position. He ends up in top side control. So I kind of made my own bet on this. See, look, I'm about to wrestle right here. And yeah, so this part actually aged pretty well. I'm still pretty proud of this. So I retained full guard, and then I put on the slowest armbar you will ever see from full guard. But I mean, it almost worked. I remember thinking like this was like just a Hail Mary, kind of throwing my leg over there. And I ended up telling my coach that. He's like, no, dude, like you were pretty close with that. You should have like pursued that, or because like I remember I threw my leg over and then I just let go because I was like, no, I don't have it. Dude was pretty cool. He kept on squinting, looking up like this, and like my instructor thought he was mocking me, but they made bro take off his glasses like before he could come out, so I legitimately don't think he could see the scoreboard. But I mean, I don't think you really need to. He was kind of smashing me at this point. But no, he's super cool. Other than this, when he kept going north-south and sitting on my face, just like I had no idea what to do to get out. And I was like, come on, bro. You can't do me like this. I ended up getting out, got a little scramble going. He ends up taking me down. I actually jumped guillotine, like Dustin Poirier always says, jump the gilly. Did not work because I didn't know how to guillotine someone. I'd only seen people do it. So yeah, I gasped my arm out. Then we both stood up and tried to wrestle a little bit more. At this point, it's Hail Mary time. There's like 20 seconds left, so I was just trying to get a highlight. Went for a judo throw, then went for an arm bar. Nothing really worked. He ended up helping me up. Congrats to dude. He destroyed me on points. I'm pretty sure he either won our bracket or came in second. But the main thing I remember about that one is how gassed I was after. I had no idea I was going to have 7 more matches in the day.
I'm the real champ here. I'm the guy you're here to watch. Jacob Case. Follow me, Jakey Case, on Instagram.
Okay, so this is my third and final match in gi. This is actually for third place, and I ended up getting like a goofy looking finish. But so, like I said earlier, I wasn't very interested in the gi, but my instructor did give me a crash course, as he says, in a cross collar choke right before this match, and I kind of retained some of it, kind of didn't. Yeah, you'll just have to see. Watch this. So right now, we kind of recenter ourselves, hand fight a little bit. He ends up shooting a double. He telegraphs it a little bit. Here he's got his head on the wrong side, so he's trying to finish against himself, so I can sprawl out of it, even though I wasn't sprawling completely correct. He transitions to a single, and still I'm not sprawling right because I'm keeping my toes up on the mat instead of my shoelaces. So, yeah, I kind of got away with this. Then I end up making the transition, try to take the back. He scrambles, and I end up in top of half guard, and then we get recentered. So he ends up retaining full guard, and this is where I start to do the work on my cross collar choke right here. I was trying to remember what my instructor Ben was telling me, but sorry, Ben, I don't remember. So I end up feeding it to one hand, and I go wrap around with the other one. I was thinking of like the Dagestani like wrist control, grabbing the far side. I didn't think it was working, and then right here I heard him start to gargle, and I was like, oh, bro, this is about to work. And I end up getting the tap. This is funny because I was like, maybe I can get a reaction if I post it in BJJ group chat. And I was getting dolled by a bunch of blue belts, but they ran my numbers up a little bit, so I was pretty happy with that. Yeah, I got third place with here. He was asking me what it was. I was like, dude, I have no idea what the hell I just did. Shout out to the ref, Marcus. He held my hand up for another picture. Turned out pretty dope, too. I'll show you that next. It ended up being one of the coolest pictures of the day, and I actually got to see Marcus compete in a brown belt versus brown belt super fight a few months later. So shout out to him. Then y'all already know I had to go get on the podium, get my picture taken, all that.
How do you feel, Cole?
Great and tired.
So this was my first of 6 matches I had in no-gi. I like no-gi a lot better. So here he pummels inside and he hit me in the nose, and like my nose kind of went numb. And then he does it again with the other hand, and that's when I felt the blood drop out of my nose. And I mean, the dude was pretty cool, but like it kept happening again and again. So here I walk over to get it cleaned up. So I got it all plugged up with some paper towels and I think a tissue or something. And then he hits it again right here, and then that's whenever it falls out. So we have to stop again, which is super frustrating to me, but you know, it happens. So here they were thinking about starting the next match, but they ended up just waiting because it did take a second for it to stop bleeding. The lady behind me was super nice. She kept on trying to offer me a tampon to fill it, but I was like, nah, bro, I'll stick with the tissues, but appreciate you. And it ended up stopping. Bro was super chill about it, no ill intent, so we were both cool. He shot a few singles. None of them are very deep or close, so I kind of skipped through those. Here I kind of play with the hand so I can shoot my double. Notice I don't go to the knee like I do now. And I also only got the single, but I just picked it up, pulled it through, went straight to side control. Then I established my position before I'm trying to move to anything else. Here I kind of distract them up top again and move straight to full mount. Relatively easy. I didn't know too much from here. I knew the basics, but didn't have enough mat time to really execute anything. So I stalled a little bit. Here I tried to go for Americana, but I mean, that's just bad jiu-jitsu there. Like, dude, it's kind of hard to watch that. But here I looked at the clock. I just kind of jumped. I guess I was thinking armbar. I could have rolled omoplata there, but yeah, I mean, I was up by 10 points, so I was just trying something. I won by points again, and I kept forgetting to give them about the ankle bracelet thing. This was a dope pick they got from that match. Shout out to Master T for taking this, but I mean, the bicep was flexed and everything. So yeah, here's the next one. His stand-up was pretty interesting. I had this guillotine here. I probably could have went high elbow, but I just shoved him off. You know, both my instructors were like, stay on that, but I really want to take him down. I ended up shooting a super ugly double here. Like, that's hard to watch. And I had this single. All I had to do was tripod, and I would have stayed up with it. But right there, all I had to do was tripod, and then I would have just had side control. But no, he stayed on this and then tried to. Yeah, I mean, he had nothing going there. So I kind of shook my head no, because I was like, bro, you're just yanking on me. I let go of my club, pick up the single, then I just lift it. Then I go double underpass right into side control, and then I establish head control after that. Get my 3 points. Kind of bait him here with the old micro adjustment. Start walking the hips up, make it look like you're trying to attack something far side or go north-south, and then you hop to full mount. Definitely not how you're supposed to hop to full mount, but, you know, then I start grapevining like a trash human being does. He ends up bucking me off, which I actually thought was a really good thing because it's better than me stalling out on top for the last 20 seconds. Not too much time left. I'm up on points, but I really want to secure another takedown because I really enjoy wrestling, even though I'm not too good at it. Ugly double. I mean, my head's looking at my toes. I get 2 points, 3 points. But shout out to Kylie Welker for telling me how trash my wrestling is. And after this, I started training it more often, even stopping in at a wrestling club. But, I mean, I got the win on points, move on to the next round, live to fight another day. So 2 weeks after this competition, I actually saw the ref that was on this side in a meme on a BJJ Facebook group talking about the absolute division. It was actually pretty funny. Third no-gi match, actually, the same guy I already beat in gi, but I wanted to beat him a little more soundly. I felt like I didn't do as well. So I picked up an ugly single, went for my trip, got side control. And then eventually he retained half guard. Then I passed back to side control and then went straight into full mount. I actually got his arm pinned, but I didn't really know what to do with that. So I attacked my key lock and actually get pretty deep on it. I'm not sure why I gave up on it. Hide your eyes if you don't want to see this awful armbar transition. But I guess I was just set on trying to get this armbar. No top pressure, no nothing. I tried to go belly down, but there's no angle or leverage. I should have used it to roll him over, but I mean, he gets out, tries to take my back. I just stand up and kind of break ties. So we end up centering back up. He does this a few times. It's almost like he was blocking me like a football block and just kind of pushed me off, like off center. So I don't really know. He does that a few times. And then finally there's like 10 seconds. I shoot this ugly double. He kind of flops with it. And I think he was hurt after it. I guess he was just kind of tired, but didn't do anything with it. I mean, there's like 3 seconds left. And I also thought he was hurt. So it didn't really seem worth it. I tried to make sure he was okay here. He seemed fine. Ended up winning this one on points as well. And I forgot to take off the ankle band again. So you can see the ref chase me down here. And my instructors were giving me a hard time about that.
All right, I'm back after like 3 years, still trying to finish this video. So, anyways, this dude was a few years older than me. I was outmatched here. I won't lie. So, he actually knew what ties and stuff and like wrestling was. So, he hits a really nice shuck by. It's like actually like that age like really nice. It's not like me just hitting by some like rookie stuff. Like that was a good shuck by. Takes me down. He's right in side control, and he actually hit a near side armbar. I didn't even know what that was. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. So he hits that. He daps me up with like the hardest dap up, crispest one ever. And he's like, brother, you just keep training. Like, you'll be up here with me. Bro was actually super cool. Look at that dap up, bro. All right, so this next match, it was a 10-planet guy. This was probably like the least memorable like of all the matches this day, but it probably had the most like monumental like difference in my game. This is like when I first realized people actually want to play guard and like you can do stuff from guard. This dude, he pulled guard, then he climbed, got my back, and then he choked me out, which like even today, I still don't like I get subbed a lot, obviously, but I don't get rear naked choked very often. But I mean, he did it like effortlessly, and then dap him up. Cool dude. Walk of shame right here. All right, last match of the day. I think it was like number 9, which is like kind of crazy. Like looking back at it, I was so tired. I was like, dude, I'm not shooting. I'll let him shoot. We ended up like hand fighting for a while. Then he finally shot. I was able to sprawl. Really not sprawl. Just pulled the underhook up and just be strong. But yeah. All right, so I pretty much kept the same approach the whole time. I was so tired. I was just stalling, let him shoot. A little better sprawled there, but not great. Then I go behind, get my 2. Take a little rest there. Then I end up got to his back. I crossed my feet here. He tries that ankle lock here, like going over. But, I mean, it really wasn't anything. I was trying to go for an arm bar. I don't even know. Gave up the back. Oh, I was actually kind of... That was deeper than I thought it was. Yeah, we blow it. Could have went triangle there, but nah. I think he had, like, some problem with his contacts or something right here. So, yeah. I, like, stepped in. I was like, wait, bro, are you good? I actually forgot about that. I thought like the last sprawl and go behind is where I got the sub, but no, apparently there's another one. So still not a great sprawl. Go behind, get my 2. God, that was ugly. We did the whole sit back and take the back type thing. Looks like we got 1 hook in. Let's see. I don't even remember this. So got 1 hook in on the top. I'm probably gonna have to. Oh no, there we go. Now we got the other one in. I thought I was gonna have to skip. He posts there. It gives me the opportunity to sink in the rear naked choke. We get to tap there. Was this? Yeah, this is mouthpiece. Here he said something about the ankle locks that he kept trying whenever I crossed my feet because I didn't know any better. He was asking me. I was like, yeah, it kind of hurt, but like, no. Dude was a chill dude, and like this was the first one I got where like people had like good like double leg shots on me that I got to feel that. But yeah, I'll just say it. So that was third. Yeah, that was 3rd place for no-gi. I'm sorry. It was like. This was almost 3 years ago now, so kind of hard to remember, but.
Hey, let me see it.
Yeah, nice meeting you. Hey, congrats.
See ya. Stand up there.
All right, so we got double bronze. Yeah, so 2 and 1 in gi, and then like whatever the math is, 5 and 2. No, hold up. 4 and 2 or 4 and I don't know. Anyways, subscribe if you like this type of content. I promise I'll try to make more stuff like this if y'all like it, but I don't know.